I got something in my head. I need to tell you guys. But if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. You think I'm crazy.
We already know you're crazy.
So you don't hear my story?
Well, we might as well get comfortable and listen to it. Come on. Yeah,
Do you guys want to hear my story?
Yeah!
You guys want to hear my story?
Yeah!
Coupled Citizens started 25 years ago with this marginalised group of people who were sleeping rough. Over the 25 years, we've confirmed and proved that working with groups and giving them a voice and giving them a chance to make sense of the situations they find themselves in helps to facilitate their own journey out of that situation. We came to Bristol because we know there's a big population down here of homeless and street homeless, and we wanted to work with young people. We worked with them for 3 weeks, and we more or less let them dictate and improvise the sort of stories they wanted to tell.
You never listen to me, do you? It goes through one ear and out of the other.
I love the idea that we can work with each other's stories to help understand each other and where we come from, culturally and on all sorts of different levels, just about stepping into other people's shoes.
People don't ever realise the stuff that actually people go through, and like since doing this, it's like, wow, it's actually like eye-opener, like, wow, that actually happens.
The story is true. I've got no family. I've got myself to rely on, and it's quite hard for me to rely on myself.
What does this character really want from this character? They were with us for 3 weeks, and it was a complete normal theatrical process we went through. We started at 10, we would finish at 6. It was intense, it was 5 days a week.
The past few weeks I've been getting up and like I've been motivated to do this. It's been really good. It's helping me get back into like getting up early and not sleeping all the time.
I've got anxiety, so sometimes my head will tell me, yeah, go out, and then I'll get ready, and then I'll be by the front door, and then I'll be like, nah, I can't go out. So it's been quite challenging coming here.
We've got to get a train back to Bristol, you know.
Really brave young people coming in, being themselves, and recognising in them that there are struggles, and you know there is a respect for the people in the room who are doing the journey, and you can come in and go out at any point, but there is not going to be a patronising thing of we're going to go back over what we've done again and again.
Hello. Are you ignoring me?
It's not like really suffocating sort of thing. Like they see we can take on board stuff, and like we're not gonna crumple sort of thing.
So your 7 items for 7 days are soup, pancakes, tin pizza, pasta. So that is a bag of pasta. Okay, no arguments. Mayonnaise and jelly.
Their piece of work reflected their own experiences as young people in Bristol, and a lot of it was also about friendships and how important that was to them, and how perhaps some of these places they were asked to lose those friendships as they're not allowed to have people coming over.
And don't go out of the room, please. Promise me.
There's restrictions for their own safety, but that comes as a cost to these sort of forms and friendships.
You are actually the only person that knows my whole situation.
I can't do anything about it anymore, Lisa. You've got to sort it out.
Most of the time there's all these processes going on that actually stop me being real, like right there. So when I'm acting, it's like those processes just stop, they just disappear, they're not even there. So that's really nice. And if I could get that in my real life, it would be great. Be who I am.
Some people have been struggling, but I've just been trying to help everyone and say, oh, we can do it. Let's work as a team, like work as a group. We all can we're all helping each other.
I like when Terry tells me, oh yeah, you're doing brilliant, like you're doing it really well, you're doing it really well. That like sends a smile straight to my face. I'm like, and then I'm like, oh my God, I've done something right for a change.
So lots of young homeless people will tell you that they've spent their whole life being told they're no good and they're rubbish at things and they shouldn't try doing that and they'll never amount to anything. And what this performance shows is that they're brilliant, that they've got such amazing skills, and then we all come to celebrate that. And lots of them would never have anyone celebrate things with them before.
we were very lucky. We were able to perform at the Wardrobe Theatre, which was a sort of perfect venue for the piece because it's about a 90-seater, small, intimate theatre space. So they got really excited, and on the day of the performance, and I have to say I was quite blown away that we had almost standing room only, that the place was full.
At first I was really scared, I was really nervous. I didn't realise there was going to be like, so many people there, but when I got up on stage I was just like, you know, just forget that they're there, just get on with it, just go, and then it all went really quick though.
I give you a remembering 0. Thank you.
You've been asleep for 4
I
hours.
was sleeping like a baby.
4
I
hours.
said, like, I gotta go, Mark, you've got to take me back.
You've just been sanctioned. Well done, girl.
Just please keep the noise down. Do not disturb your neighbours. They don't need extra hassle, okay? I'll be seeing you. Settle in now.
The next part is just a bit of an experiment because we don't know what's going to happen because they've never done this bit before, and some of you don't know what's going to happen, so we are all equal. We were using forum theatre, so they were inviting the audience to come on stage, replace one of the characters to try and overcome some of these hurdles, and they were handling the audience really well.
You want to go around and meet them? Okay, well, do you want me to come with you or something?
Yes,
you can't go on your own.
I just like acting in a scene where you don't know what is going on and you just go straight in it, as long as you know who your character is.
So look, what is it that Amy wanted?
There should be like information on where to get like welfare, you know, food,
Like for
shelter.
the food bank referrals and
Yeah,
things like
yeah,
that.
yeah, and for like advocates.
The concept of it, the way they did it was amazing. As an audience member, you take away from seeing the show? I guess how many obstacles there are for people who find themselves in situations where they are either coming out of homelessness or possibly going into homelessness, how many obstacles and junctions there are as well.
It's just that it's just not as straightforward as like some people may think it may be. It's, you know, there's so many different avenues. It's just, where do you go? Who do you go to?
Seeing some of our staff there really engaged with the way we could do things better and just what that performance can do for young people was brilliant. A couple of things, maybe think about our services and things that we could improve.
It's good because it's opened up a lot more so people will actually understand. It's not nice to judge people, you've got to see what they've actually been through before and listen to their stories before judging them.
And the feeling of if they didn't go up, they'll go away with that, going, oh, I could have gone up, and that's similar than, oh, I could have helped that person, or oh, I could have done something about the situation I'm just letting go. So whether they come up or they don't, like, I think they're brought into it like we are.
And we also offered the young people an opportunity for a qualification. That involved just being observed rather than anything written, but it was a qualification that they could take to interviews to say they are ready and have worked in team situations and were able to demonstrate that they had those qualities that they would need if they were in a working environment.
How special is it that we have people from London here, we have our young people here, we have key workers here, we have photographs being taken, everything's being witnessed and looked after and cared for and really feels whole.
So it was a qualification, they all passed. There's at least 2 of our members are now working. I think one of the guys is about to move on into his own accommodation. They're all definitely accessing Bristol's art scene, creative scene. I think there's been some theatre trips there that one member has really enjoyed, and And there is a wish now for them to carry on with this work and to make another piece of theatre.
I can tell someone how I feel. Like if I feel down, I probably can tell them properly how I feel instead of like mainly hiding it.
You're not just like going away with a feeling and then it just like disappearing after a few days. Like you're actually got that memory of being part of it. So how we are changing from being part of it with the Forum Theatre.
This helped me. This helped me. This helped me because it's made me realise what I want to do as a career, and I've got my life goals set on what I want to do now. So this has just been the last thing that's helped me boost it up even more.
I've been inspired. I wouldn't ever have thought of it to do directing actually, like maybe of plays.
My name is Andrew and I live in a young person's hostel after being 3 months homeless here in Bristol. I basically lived in Spain, and because I was a foreigner, I was not getting any help. I booked a flight on Friday and I came here Monday, hoping that England would give me a better future, because obviously I'm not a foreigner here. I got to Bristol and I knew I was going to be homeless, and well, after living all these homeless experiences, after 3 months, I moved into the young person's hostel. Thank you to 1625, they helped me. And after seeing all the drama that goes on in the hostel, I think my key worker, Ava, obviously seen that I wasn't very dramatic, so she said, I'll put him in drama, you know. And I was like, no, I don't want to go, because, you know, I've seen all these things of suppression, you know, all these big words. I'm like, nah, it's not for me. And I came, and they actually, you know, got my attention on the Thursday, and, you know, my interest, and I thought, you know, I'm going to do it. And here I am.